Faculty Fast Fac: Understanding your Gradebook Aggregation Options. Moodle Gradebook Aggregations. The aggregation of a gradebook determines how all of the items in that gradebook will be combined to reach your course total. The four most common aggregations used for the entire gradebook are simple weighted mean of grades, which is the default, natural, mean of grades, and weighted mean of grades. There are a couple of other aggregations that can be used within gradebook categories, such as highest grade and lowest grade. Simple weighted mean of grades and natural aggregations. These aggregations take the sum of all of the points earned and divide it by the sum of all of the points possible. The value of each item, therefore, is naturally weighted due to the number of points the item is worth. So if an assignment is worth 80 points, that assignment carries 8 times the weight of an assignment worth 10 points. You can change how any course total displays, but by default, simple weighted mean of grades will display the course total out of 100, and natural will display the course total by points. Unless you manually weight individual assignments within a natural aggregation, these aggregations function in essentially the same way. Mean of grades aggregation. The mean of grades is the average of all of your grades. Each assignment carries the same weight regardless of the point value. So that assignment that was worth 80 points carries exactly the same weight as that assignment that was worth 10 points. This is most commonly used within gradebook categories where the items may have varying point values, but ultimately these items carry the same weight in that category. Weighted mean of grades aggregation. In this aggregation, the user will assign the weight that each item or category will carry. This is most commonly used as an aggregation for the entire gradebook. It is less common within gradebook categories. So, choosing your aggregation. Start with your syllabus. If the grading scheme in your syllabus is similar to this, then you want to choose simple weighted mean of grades or natural aggregation. If the grading scheme in your syllabus is similar to this, then you want to choose mean of grades. And finally, if the grading scheme in your syllabus is similar to this, then you want to make sure that your gradebook aggregation is weighted mean of grades. Let's see what these aggregations look like in Moodle. For simple weighted mean of grades and natural, we have a number of points that add up to a total. Let's look at the setup for the simple weighted mean of grades. It's simply all of the assignments, and it's out of 100 here displayed. For natural, you'll notice again all of the assignments, and then this time it's out of 500, which adds up all of the points. Now, even though this is not a weighted system, you'll note that there's a weights column. This is simply information for you to show how much each assignment carries towards the final. So participation is only 50 points, and that's 50 points out of 500. That means that this item, participation, carries 10% of the entire course grade. Now for mean of grades, remember this is the average of all of those grades. So you still have the same assignments and the same grade values, but this time it's mean of grades instead of simple weighted mean of grades. So this assignment here out of 30 carries the same weight as this assignment out of 100, for instance. We'll look at weighted mean of grades here in a second. But what does it mean, simple versus natural versus mean of grades, etc., for your students? Putting in the exact same grades for the exact same assignments in each of the aggregations, you'll see that here in simple weighted mean of grades, this is the breakdown that we get. They're the value out of 100, and that's the letter grade to give you an idea. For natural, it's the points that show up, and I've given you the percentages just to see that they match. So for simple and natural, in this case, there is no difference. For the mean of grades, however, you'll notice that the grades are different. This is because, again, the assignments aren't weighted. Each assignment carries the exact same weight as the other one. Now, the last aggregation is weighted mean of grades. This is a basic weighted mean of grades system. You have an item called assignments that's worth 35%, quizzes 35%, final exam 20%, participation 10%. That would look like this. So here we have the items, and now the weights column here, I can click on it and assign specific weights. Because this aggregation does not have individual assignments and individual quizzes in it, it's not directly comparable to the 3 other gradebooks that we looked at, but you can check out the grader report view. Most gradebooks are more complex than the examples we've seen. In the next video, we'll walk through setting up a more complex weighted mean of grade system with gradebook categories and manual grade items.